The anniversaries of the Super Mario Bros. Series have been, well, they've sure been something alright. The series really only began celebrating a crazy amount around the time it turned 25 years old, with the re-release of Super Mario All-Stars on the Wii. Yeah, I have a bone to pick with the person who made this thing, but the trash can also speak for me. There was this weird gap that was just randomly there for the next decade. In 2019, when the series turned 35, a massive celebration was planned that had way more time put into it than previously done before. Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which contained 3 of the greatest games of all time, an enhanced port of Super Mario 3D World with a side mode, and let's not forget the best thing to come out of it, the Game & Watch. I want more of these. They were such an awesome thing for them to bring back. I mean, there were a multitude of other things, but one doesn't work, one was for a game I don't play, and another are these pins which I'm not sure how many people actually care about. Let's take a look at this timeline I drew on some random printer paper I came across. The weird gap is a bit too weird if you ask me. It's almost as if something did happen back in 2015. I have all sorts of these celebration things. I have to have it here somewhere. Oh, there you are, you little bugger. Thought you and your yellow box could fucking hide from me, huh? Well, I'll give you this. I certainly forgot you were hiding on my shelf despite being an eyesore. It's time for you to get some use again. Get off that shelf. Back in 2015, Nintendo held what was, I guess, the 30th anniversary for Super Mario Bros. It sure was something alright. Yet not much actually happened. It did have at least a few cool things. Some cool retro-inspired amiibos. You got some Hot Wheels if that's up your alley. Mr. Mario himself did an interview answering a bunch of questions, which is where we finally found out that Super Mario Bros. 3 was indeed a play. I mean, I personally thought it was pretty obvious even before learning this information, but it's always really interesting to get some concrete confirmation. All of this was just the appetizer that all culminated with the main course that was Super Mario Maker. Super Mario Maker was originally revealed prior to the 30th anniversary at E3 2014. Remember that old little thing called the Electronics Entertainment Expo? If only I got to go to one. My life would have been complete. The game looked absolutely incredible to no one's surprise. Everyone loves level creators, but when you throw Mario in there, suddenly it becomes the greatest thing known to man. There's so much you can do with it, like, I don't know, make a Mario level in any of these game styles. It's up to you. The game would then be released here in North America on the fabled 11th of September, 2015. Weird day to release a game, Nintendo. Apparently my copy of Super Mario Maker is the limited edition version. I guess the guy at the formerly known EB Games felt nice enough to give us one. If only I could get this shit out of the box. God, I feel like I'm gonna rip this thing in half. There we go. I remember getting an art book. It's basically just a huge meaty book showcasing different course elements, designs, the many different game styles, and some little art at the end. This is some of my favorite art. Look how goofy they draw him here. There's also this thing. Lanky Mario, or as it's officially dubbed, Skinny Mario. This monstrosity is preserved in my oily fingertips. Honestly, I'm happy to have this. It's the first time it's been touched in close to 8 years, but it's really cool. I also got this here poster that's been literally wrapped up for 10 years. This thing is so fucking long. I take the elastic band off and it just keeps going. The poster looks so cool. I love the little indents on the parts built in Mario here. Unlike the timeline shown in the 25th anniversary, this poster actually showcases literally every single mainline Mario game released up to that point, from Super Mario Land to Super Mario 3D Land. I guess they decided they didn't want to fuck up this time. I absolutely love this, but I don't think a poster like this will ever get used. It's way too long, and doing something like plaquing it would make it look terrible. I'm lucky my Luigi's Mansion 3 poster still retains its shininess. I'm not even going to complain about the lack of a manual inside of here. The art book type thing is good enough. Super Mario Maker is very simple indeed. The menu gets you into it almost immediately. Unless you want to fool around with it, then by all means take your time. That fucking bird. The game gives you two options, make and play. Make allows you to head straight into the course creator, but I'll get to that in just a moment's time, don't worry. Clicking play brings up a sub-menu allowing you to either choose 10 Mario Challenge or Course World. Course World, my friends, is the greatest part of this game. It's where you browse the depths of the Super Mario Maker community. Find some of the greatest levels. Clicking on it will bring us here. Just give it a moment. It's loading. Oh yeah, this game is completely offline. So no Course World, I guess. Just fucking great. I absolutely love playing and creating fan-made Mario courses, which is why I picked up Super Mario Maker 2 down the road. That game is currently alive and has a functioning Course World. A lot of this game was held together by its online component. It's not like it's an online-only game, but a lot of the appeal of it was through this one place that isn't even functional anymore. You had things like the 100 Mario Challenge, which had difficulty options. Event courses. The only remnants I have of those are these notifications that are almost a decade old. It's very sad they didn't think about how detrimental it was to shut down the servers of this game. They simply wanted everyone off the Wii U. They didn't care about it enough. Just go play Super Mario Maker 2 whether you like it or not. The 10 Mario Challenge is this game's story mode, if you can even call it a story mode. Nintendo took it upon themselves to make a bunch of courses to give you some ideas or something if you couldn't go online. You play through a bunch of courses and end with Peach being in another castle. Very straightforward. My only issue with this mode is that the levels just kinda suck. These don't feel like regular Mario levels. They feel like ones a child would make. Cool idea, kinda poor execution since the levels aren't that good. This here is the Coursebot. Choose one of the many slots labeled Underworlds and get to creating. Don't worry about these levels up here yet. I'm saving the juicy stuff for later. This game is very, how should I say this? Mario Paint coded. Lots of things in this game are direct references to Mario Paint. The dog, the damn cursor. Something I absolutely love about this game is the ability to change your cursor. If you are in fact right-handed, you can click the right stick down and it'll change the cursor. For all 4 freaks of nature out there who are like me, they have some left-handed options for you. If you decided one day to be left-handed, you can click the left stick down and it'll show the same options just mirrored. The game gives you so many options, but I liked the dog one when I was younger and I still do like the dog one now. So I'll be sticking with it. The course making itself is one of the most satisfying things a human being has ever created. You get this cool drop-down menu with a bunch of tiles you can select to create your level with. I used to play this game at least 4 hours before school back in 2015, so I unlocked everything pretty quickly. The level making process is pretty simple. You choose your tile and start dragging your stylus along the Wii U gamepad. Certain enemies or items can be combined with others and can also be shaken to change their appearance. Shake this fucker till he's red. This might be one of the only Wii U games that genuinely make the Wii U feel like it meant something and it wasn't just, you know, some weird gimmick. You look at something like Super Mario Maker 2. The course creator in that game isn't as smooth and feels very clunky. But this is my lord and savior. I think my only issues with the course creator are very minor things. You can't connect to the starting and end platforms, so they feel extremely disconnected from the rest of the course. You can't do vertical sub areas, no screen scroll stops, so you can't stop people from being able to see out of bounds unless you place like a million fucking blocks. And the camera following Mario just feels kinda weird. Very minor stuff, I know. If you disregard all of that stuff, it's the perfect level creator. No flaws whatsoever. I mean, there's no fucking slope, but the inclusion of it in a game like this is very weird. You never really notice it's not there until you need it. This game also has 4 unique styles that all play together differently. You got Super Mario Bros., Mario 3, Mario World, and new Super Mario Bros. U. That bitch just loves to stick around. They all do have their own game-specific tiles and play extremely well. I kinda wish they added more game styles later down the line. A Super Mario Land or a full Mario 2 game style would have been such a cool idea. But they didn't even decide to do that in Mario Maker 2, so I believe this dream might actually be dead. Along with the game styles, you also get the level appearances. Overworld, Underground, Ghost House, stuff like that. I think one of the coolest things here is how they had to create level themes for the older games. So you can now use the airship theme in Mario 1 and Ghost House theme in Mario 3. Such a cool addition. If only they had a sky theme. Since there's no sky theme, you're stuck with the weird bobbing effect if you want to have a sub area in the sky. Speaking of sub areas, you can only have 2 of them. You might be asking yourself, oh, what's wrong now? You know how in traditional Mario games they'll often have an underground and sky sub-area? Well, you can't even have that in this game, which is very disappointing. I love creating more traditional levels, so not being able to have at least 3 sub-areas is a massive issue for me. Hope they fix that in the next game. One last thing, they do have sound effects you can place around your level if you really want to annoy people. You can actually record your own sound effects, so you'll get something like this, and just have to take it as it is. Reminds me a lot of the DSi. On a little bit of a side tangent, I kinda want to talk about my old levels for a little bit. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but I think it's at least something cool to look back at. 9-year-old me fucking despised making good courses for some reason. I loved placing thwomps in sub-areas, making the blocks too low to the ground. And the worst offense to all of this was the fact they only used 1 game style. I wish I could have told my younger self to experiment just a little bit. The Super Mario World game style is by far the best one. One of the biggest parts of the original Super Mario Maker was the Amiibo Costumes. These were only available in the retro game style, but they did offer an absolute ton of fun. If you took it upon yourself to complete an event course, or played the 100 Mario Challenge, or God forbid scan an actual Amiibo, you'd unlock one of these costumes. There are a total of 153 different costumes ranging from Luigi and Toad, to Hello Kitty shitty and fucking GLA Mario. Really getting their money's worth out of that sponsorship, huh? These costumes are such a cool addition to the game. I just kinda wish I could still obtain them even after the servers were shut down. There's a new event course. Yes, I'll gladly play it. Oh yeah, fuck Nintendo. So that was the original Super Mario Maker on the Wii U. I absolutely love this version of the game. I think Super Mario Maker 2 is the better one at actually being a game. It has a full-fledged story mode. But I think the original has way more charm to it and genuinely feels like a level creator. Even just being able to change your cursor goes a long way. The simple but quirky UI is absolutely essential to this game's identity. Mario Paint has nothing on this game. I love both, don't hurt me, okay? Same with the course creator. This game wouldn't have taken off as much as it did if it weren't for how everything was designed. It feels as if the Wii U was specifically designed for Super Mario Maker in mind. Being able to look down at the gamepad and get the precision you need while your creation simultaneously comes together on the big screen is such an amazing experience that you can't really find anywhere else. I think the worst thing to get cut from Mario Maker 2 was definitely the Amiibo costumes. They don't really do much, but they add so much character and depth to the level creator. It allows you to make more levels based on certain characters that isn't exactly possible in its sequel. But if Nintendo decides to make another Mario Maker game someday, I hope they genuinely try to outdo both the original and the sequel in absolutely every single way. I'll miss you, GLA Mario. I never got to use you, but I'll always remember the times when you were there for me. I'd like to thank you for watching today's video. If you liked it and stuck around till the end, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe as it always helps me out an absolute ton. Make sure to also turn on post notifications to stay up to date with everything I post in the ever-changing YouTube algorithm. I'll see you all in my next video. Have a great rest of your week. Bye bye.